Courtney.
And my name is Rhiannon. Today we're here to talk about the Tidal Lagoon which will possibly be built on Swansea Bay. They are building this to create more renewable energy and less pollution to our earth. Courtney, where exactly will the Tidal Lagoon be built?
Well, you see this area here? This is Swansea Bay. And this area over here is where the Tidal Lagoon is going to be built.
Well, when we make CO2, it goes all up into the atmosphere, and then the sun rays come in, but they can't get out, so they sort of bounce off the earth.
Global warming is when the Antarctic or Arctic gets too hot and all the ice melts. And then the water levels will rise, and if there were some places that are really low down, they might even be over flooded.
Today, with climate change an issue of global importance, finding effective alternatives to power which comes from fossil fuels is crucial. But who would have thought that a solution could be found right here in Swansea Bay?
The Tidal Lagoon is a big wall surrounding an area of water, and the tide will go in and out to produce energy.
Our proposal to build a tidal lagoon here in Swansea Bay to generate renewable electricity is part of a response to the global issue of climate change. But it's also an opportunity to deliver a homegrown energy solution for all the people of Swansea Neath and Port Talbot. Credwn fod morlun llanw yn ffordd o gynhyrchu pŵer cost-effeithiol, rhagweliadwy a chwbl adnewyddadwy o'r arrediad llanw yma yn Mai Abertawe.
We made a trip to the Meridian Tower to see a bird's eye view of the Tidal Lagoon and where it was going to be built.
It's not always windy, it's not always sunny, but with the tide it always comes in and out, so it's renewable energy because the tide will never stop going in and out, so we have that advantage.
Swansea Bay is an ideal site to harness the power of the tides. Firstly, it's part of the Severn Estuary, which has the second highest tidal range in the world. That's the difference between high tide and low tide. Secondly, it's on the doorstep of homes and businesses in Swansea Neath and Port Talbot. We believe that we found a way to generate cost-effective, predictable and fully renewable power from the tidal range in Swansea Bay. A tidal lagoon is a man-made sea wall which encloses an area of water. With the rise and fall of each tide, energy is harnessed and power generated through hydro turbines like these. As the tides come in, and as they flow out, they drive the turbines to generate electricity. This is a really exciting proposal. Running out of these docks could be the world's first man-made tidal lagoon power plant, capable of generating electricity for 16 hours of the day and providing South Wales with a platform for a worldwide tidal range industry.
So, Luca, would you like to stand up and tell us what you think?
We believe the Tidal Lagoon project is going to be good to the local community as it will provide about 200 jobs. It's going to be the first one in man-made tidal lagoon in the world. So many people who have never seen a tidal lagoon will come to Swansea.
Well, we believe the Tidal Lagoon will be a bad thing for Swansea. The marine animals like dolphins, walruses, are gonna be confused by all the noise made from the Tidal Lagoon.
Over the 120 years of its design life, the Swansea Bay Tidal Lagoon would provide roughly 400 gigawatt hours of electricity every year. That's equivalent to powering 107,000 homes, or Swansea's annual domestic electricity use. Naturally, there are lots of questions to be asked. We recognise that any development of this size will have an impact on its environment, whether that's on bird and fish life or on the local economy and community. We're committed to minimising any adverse impacts.
Oh, lovely.
We're also committed to maximising the opportunities for local development, new jobs, the potential for recreation and amenities, and education.
My mum thinks it's a pretty good idea because she thinks all the cars and stuff all take up oil when the tidal power just is renewable, so you don't need to waste all that energy.
My dad thinks it's a bad idea, and because when we look out of his window, he can see like the sea. But then when the tidal lagoon is built, it's gonna ruin his view. But he also said it's a good idea because it will help us generate electricity.
I think that it's a good idea because it will just make more energy for houses, and it will make people happier, and you'll be able to walk on the tidal lagoon and cycle on it. So that's pretty cool.
People might not like it because it might disrupt their view, because some people moved to Mumbles, like I know some people did, and they moved there so they could have a nice view of the sea.
It doesn't use fossil fuels, so global warming, it wouldn't affect global warming. And it's for 100,000 homes, which is quite a lot of homes. And it'll be the first ever tidal lagoon in the world, which will be quite cool.
Katie?
I'm for it, but I think that Tom and Duncan have given a stronger argument. Because I was definitely for it, but I've thought again now, not really sure anymore.
Mae newid byd-eang yn yr hinsawdd yn parhau I fod yn fater ryngwladol pwysig, ond un sy'n cael llawer o effeithiau lleol. Mae dod o hyd I ddewisiadau ymarferol eraill yn lle ynni tanwydd ffosil yn hanfodol os ydym am osgoi effeithiau dramatig. To find out more about the Tidal Lagoon Swansea Bay proposal, visit our website and sign up for our newsletter. Ceir mwy o fanylion ar ein gwefan, lle gallwch hefyd gofrestru ar gyfer cylchlythyrau.